Last night on The Late Show with Stephen Colbert, things went from late-night laughs to late-night fireworks. Former Florida Attorney General Pam Bondi was kicked off the set after a fiery exchange with Colbert that left the studio reeling and social media ablaze. What started as a high-stakes interview quickly spiraled into a verbal showdown. Bondi came in poised, ready to defend her political record, but Colbert had other plans. "Pam, are you a legal eagle or just circling controversy?" Colbert opened with a sharp jab that drew a mix of laughter and gasps from the audience. Bondi smiled tightly and fired back, "I'm an eagle, Stephen, you're just a comedian." The tension lit up instantly. Colbert rolled a clip from one of Bondi's past legal battles, headlines flashing across the screen. "That's Pam's record," he smirked. "But is it justice, or just noise?" Bondi, unfazed, shot back, "It's justice, Stephen, I fight. You joke." The studio split. Some cheered, others murmured. Producers leaned in, sensing the segment slipping. Off script, still Bondi held her ground. But Colbert's glint said it all. He'd spotted a crack. "You don't get my work, Stephen," Bondi snapped. "I'm shaping policy. You're shaping laughs." "Policy?" Colbert grinned. "You're shaping chaos, Pam, and I'll prove it." The crowd erupted. Phones came out. Bondi's jaw clenched. Colbert's grin sharpened. The energy surged. What had started as a tense sit-down exploded into an all-out clash. Colbert's humor turned venomous. "Chaos, Pam. Your cases flop. Your stances spark fights." He rolled another clip, this time from a controversial court appearance. Headlines swirled. The room buzzed. Bondi's voice was clipped, defiant. "Flop? I deliver justice, Stephen. You deliver punchlines. Cheers, boos." The audience was split, and the tension thickened with every word. "Justice? Or just a circus?" Colbert prodded. "You're a one-woman drama reel." Bondi's eyes narrowed. "Drama? I've shaped laws, Stephen. You've shaped skits." The crowd erupted, some shouting, "Go Pam," others booing as producers scrambled. The segment had officially derailed. "Skits?" Colbert laughed. "You're the act. Pam, and your fuse is lit." The jab hit deep, but Bondi wasn't backing down. "Act? I've got conviction, Stephen. I fight real battles. You fight for ratings." Her voice was raw, intense, but Colbert wasn't done. "Battles? You're fighting flops, Pam." He pointed to her clenched fists. The audience was on fire. Half chanting, "Colbert, Colbert," the other half unsure whether to clap or cringe. Phones out, crowd roaring, chaos rising. Some jeered, others filmed. Explosive posts surged online. One caption read, "Live meltdown." Likes climbing by the second. Pam Bondi, visibly rattled, gripped the desk tighter. "Flops? I'm a force. Stephen, I'll outlast your snark," she declared, voice trembling. Colbert pounced. "Force? You're a punchline now, Pam." The crowd erupted. Cheers, boos, shouting. Some stood, others screamed. Producers frantically signaled for a break, hands flying. But Bondi wasn't done. "I'm not sparking. You're nothing," she snapped, confidence slipping, chaos surging. Insiders whispered, "She's unraveling." The night surged toward a fiery peak. Colbert's attack didn't let up. His wit? A flamethrower. "Pam, your record's a farce. Your fights flop." He flashed a brutal montage. Courtroom losses, protest headlines, scandals. The crowd reacted instantly, some laughing, others gasping. Bondi's jaw locked tight. "Farce? I'm a fighter, Stephen. You're a cynic." Her voice was firm, but shook at the edges. The audience roared, cheers colliding with boos. Producers watched nervously, live feed humming with tension. Colbert went deeper. "Fighter? You're fueling chaos, Pam. Look at this mess." His tone cut like a blade. Bondi snapped, "Chaos? I've built justice, Stephen. You've built nothing." Her words hit hard, but wavered with strain. The audience split again. Some shouted, "Burn him, Pam." Others jeered, phones raised, social media exploding. One post already trending. Pam unhinged on Colbert. Colbert grinned. Justice? Your disorder, Pam. Your spark's fading. He pointed to her flushed face, her clenched fists. The crowd surged, some chanting break her. Others pleaded ease up, the chaos now searing. What turned heat into a wildfire wasn't just the words, it was Bondi's fury. Insiders say she stood, slammed the desk. Disorder? I'm a force, Stephen, I'll bury you. Her tone, raw. Her voice, thunder. Colbert fired back. Force? You're a flop factory, Pam. Bury yourself. The jab hit hard. The crowd broke. Some rushed to the edge of the stage. Others shouted, filming every second. Clips hit X within seconds. Bondi cracking live. Trending. She roared, I'm not a flop, I'll crush you. Her voice cracked with rage. Fists pounded the desk again. The room ignited. The studio? A tinderbox, sources say. Producers called security. Urgent voices in headsets. She's too hot. But Bondi pressed forward. You're a nobody, Stephen. I'm everything. Her fury shook the room. Sweat glistened. Colbert rose slowly. Everything? You're a tantrum, Pam. Crashing. Live. His words cut. Sharp. Final. The crowd exploded. Some tossed cups. Others live-streamed. And through it all, Bondi shouted back, I'm not crashing. You're done. Eyes wild. Voice booming. The confrontation hit its peak. Or maybe its cliff. Insiders say she was over the edge. The night spiraled into a blazing collapse. Colbert, unwavering. The Late Show had never seen a storm like this. Viewers stunned. The internet, a wildfire. And Pam Bondi, scorched. I'm not crashing. You're done. Pam Bondi roared across the set, met instantly by Colbert's final searing strike. Crashing, Pam? Your career's a sham. You're the proof. His tone, icy. His grin, merciless. He flashed a mocking, real, Bondi's courtroom losses, protest footage, headline after damning headline. The crowd reacted hard. Some doubled over laughing, others gasping in shock. Bondi's face twisted, fury flaring. Sham? I'm a titan, Stephen. You're a speck, her voice boomed, then cracked under the rage. The audience surged, cheers clashed with boos, producers frozen. The live feed, barely holding. Colbert pressed in. Titan, you're a tire fire, Pam, burning live. His jab cut deep, final, vicious. Bondi lurched forward, slamming her hands on the desk. Fire? I fought for justice. You fought for laughs. Her eyes burned. Colbert didn't flinch. Justice? You're a meltdown, Pam. Your sparks? Toast. He pointed to her trembling frame. The crowd exploded, some chanting, fall, fall. Others screamed, hold on, as phones filmed every second. Posts surged. Bondi's done. One word. Trending. Bondi shouted back, I'm not toast. You're trash. She slammed the desk again, fury spilling out in waves, the stage shaking. Insiders say she rose fully now, unhinged. Trash? I'm a legend, Stephen. I'll crush you. Her voice raw, wild. Colbert leaned in, calm as ice. Legend? You're a mess, Pam. Crashing live. His taunt, merciless. The audience surged, some on their feet, some shouting, others filming as clips hit X instantly. Headlines flooded timelines. Bondi breaks down on live TV. She's lost it. Millions watching. Bondi screamed back, I'm not a mess. You're nothing. Her voice shook. The desk rattled. Her control. Gone. What sealed her ejection, insiders say, was the moment she ripped off her mic. I'm done with this. You're dead. She hurled the mic to the floor, a sharp crack, echoing across the set. Colbert? Laughing. Dead? You're the wreck, Pam, get out. His tone cold, final. The crowd exploded again. Some rushed toward the stage, others chanted, kick her, as security moved in. Bondi thrashed, let me go, I'll walk. Her fury blazed. The confrontation complete. Insiders whispered, she shattered. The night ended with her storming exit, Colbert's triumph absolute. The Late Show descended into mayhem as Pam Bondi, former Florida Attorney General, was kicked off live TV, her thrashing, roaring departure leaving the studio in ruins. Viewers, stunned. The internet, in full meltdown. Sources say her final shout, "Let me go, I'll walk," as she tore from security's grip, marked the end of her stand. Colbert stood firm, arms crossed. "Get out, Pam, your mess is done." The audience roared, some cheered, chanting, "Gone, gone." Others gasped, "No, Pam." Security trailed behind her, hands hovering, unsure, unable to stop her stomping retreat. The live feed caught every wild stride. She vanished into the wings, a tempest fading under studio lights. Behind her, the crowd unraveled, phones flashing, voices rising. Pam Bondi, out. The studio, wrecked. The moment, immortalized. While a few loyal voices cried out, "Bondi forever," the studio was a war zone of sound, cheers, boos, and stunned silence colliding. Producers sat frozen, headsets buzzing chaos. "She's off," one stammered. "Keep it live," another gasped. The broadcast held. The wrecked desk where Bondi once sat, now a monument to her collapse. Colbert leaned forward, voice slick with mockery. "And that, folks, is the Bondi exit." The crowd erupted, laughter roaring, some tossing cups, others live streaming. The meltdown. The energy was wild, barely containable. What made it a spectacle wasn't just the shouting, it was the fall. Insiders report her last words as she vanished were a snarl. "I'll bury you." Barely audible. Her defiance drowned in fury. Colbert waving her off. "Bury me? You buried yourself, Pam. See ya." His final jab? Ruthless. The audience split down the middle, cheers slamming into boos. Social media ignited, clips of Bondi's exit surged online. "She's done," one post read. Her mic toss, caught mid-arc, looped everywhere. Colbert kicked her. Viral. Millions watching the wreckage replay. Insiders say producers didn't dare cut the feed. The rating spike was gold, too hot to interrupt. Backstage, Bondi's team scrambled. She stormed into a corner, fists clenched, voice hoarse. "This isn't over." Aides swarmed, trying to calm her. Meanwhile, Colbert strutted off stage. "That's how you boot a firebrand," he quipped, to thunderous cheers. Some fans surged the stage. Others filmed as security cleared the wings. The show, closed in smoke and scorched echoes. Online, the tide turned fast. One thread read, "Bondi crashed." Another, "Colbert's king." Analysts chimed in, "He broke her." Live. Colbert's win? Locked in. But the storm was far from over. The fallout scorched the internet. What started as Bondi's bold defense ended in a viral blaze. Her backstage rage caught on mic, lit the fuse. "This isn't over. I'll stand taller." Her post later claimed 120,000 likes. But the replies overwhelmed. "You crashed, Pam." Legal tantrum. TikTok and Instagram flooded with memes. The mic toss, the retreat, her final scream. Some tried to rally behind her. "She's a fighter. They're petty," one fan wrote, but the tide surged harder. Her reputation? Bruised. Colbert's camp basked. Sources say the next night he opened with, "We had Bondi. She flared. I fled her. Smug. Victorious." Ratings spiked 65%. Viewers, glued to the chaos. Insiders whisper Colbert's now eyeing riskier guests. Analysts note, he owned it. She burned. Some claim Bondi's not done, plotting a speech, maybe a counterstrike. Her silence now? Loud. That ejection? A scar. The ripples hit deep. Late-night TV's been rattled. Experts call it a shift. Colbert didn't flip the script, he fried it. Networks now eye guest lists nervously. Too safe? You fade? Too wild? You burn. Audiences split. Half cheer. He faced a firebrand. Half wince. Too far. This clash wasn't just a scandal, it was a cultural burn. Bondi's fall. Colbert's peak. etched into viral lore, and it's not over. The fuse is still lit. Bondi's next move, Colbert's next strike. Stay tuned. If you're hooked on the madness, smash that subscribe. The next blaze is coming.